I'm being a bad stepfather, but she still called me dad. I, 36M, feel that I'm being or have been a bad stepfather to my eldest daughter, 9. C. I met my wife, F34, when my stepdaughter was only 2 years old. We moved in together when she was 3. At first I did my best to be a good dad, making time to have a day once a week to spend together. This was before she went to elementary school. We would play games, go out to the forest for walks, picnics, the works. At one point, she started calling me Papa, and I honestly could not have been more proud. That ended fairly quickly. Her bio dad heard about it and made sure to have it put in writing that parental terms would be reserved for biological parents. Ever since, she started calling me by my first name again. In the following years, my wife and I had 2 more kids, a daughter, 3 now, and a son, 2 now. It took us a good few years, many miscarriages, and even the birth of a stillborn child before our second daughter was born. I can't use it as an excuse, but those years of hospital visits, the miscarriages combined with court dates, custody hearings, for our eldest were the root of my, pulling away from my daughter. I started thinking of her as the daughter of my wife and her ex. She just sort of stayed here now and then. It was weird, but it felt comfortable, not having to put myself out there again. When our second daughter was born, things just turned hard. I put my new daughter first, took steps to make sure she had everything she might need. The day together with my eldest got put to a stop, without a second thought. Our baby got full priority. This went on for 9 months, then my wife became pregnant with our son, and we were tired, but ecstatic. After years of trouble getting pregnant, things looked up. We won the court hearings for custody. Our eldest would go to school here and spend 3 out of 4 weekends at her dad's. Around this time, she called me dad again, only to be followed by a mess of angry emails as to why we would force our eldest to call me dad. We didn't. It just slipped out of her mouth, and while I was elated, my heart literally felt like it skipped a beat. She looked a little shocked that she had said it. It did not happen again after that, until today, almost 5 years after the first time. She didn't even say it to me. She said it to a friend at the door while waiting for me to unlock the shed so she could get her bike. My father is going to get my bike and I'll come play. Those were her words. She might have even thought that I couldn't hear her, me being in the office of my house, working. But I did. I didn't say anything, didn't acknowledge it, but I felt something really deep. After fetching her bike, I felt sad as shit. I realized I've been checking in as a dad on her behalf, basically making sure she's alright, but she gets most of the flack at home from me. She gets told off by me for everything. I put my bio kids before her. I take their side in arguments. I assume my eldest to be lying, and I realized this in a big, harsh reality check. I had not been trying to raise her right. I've been treating my daughter like an unwanted guest who needs to live up to all the rules while her 2 siblings are cut slack, constantly. I am going to change this. I have started. It's about me being a whole lot more aware and conscious of what I'm doing to her because, despite my actions over the years, despite my dialing in my love yous and kisses on the forehead at night, she still sees me as her dad, and I feel like I don't deserve that, seeing how I feel I have treated her. I feel like absolute crap. I'm going to change this. I'm not even sure why I'm posting this here. But this is confessions, and mine is this. I did not treat my stepdaughter the way I should have, because I stopped thinking of her as my daughter because it was easier on me. But it will be better from now on.